off, I started speaking and it just was completely revealed. What it is, John, is this, and I wrote this down today in Gaudi's chat. The first step was blockchain. The second step was burning liquidity. And the third step now is decentralization. And, with this war going on and with the manipulation of all the world leaders and the world events that are happening around us, each country has been contained to hold their people down. And there have been so many regimes, including the United States. There's been no freedom. And we've been controlled by the fiat money that's out there, the centralized way, all around the globe. And, you saw that with
Yes.
Brazil. You saw that in Africa.
Venezuela.
You see it in Venezuela. You see it everywhere. I mean, there isn't anywhere that it isn't happening. And the key to all this is decentralization. And I wrote this too, saying, I don't care how we get there. I don't
Yep.
care which
There's
coin
a
you want to
million
pick.
ways to get there, probably infinite ways to get there, right?
My point is, I don't care what coin you want to choose.
Yes.
They're right now infighting between Okonami and no, I'm sorry, not Okonami.
It goes against the
Amikami.
purpose. It goes against the purpose of the government. You're supposed to have a lot of coins in decentralization, right? It's supposed to be decentralized, not just one coin, right? So just
Right.
yeah.
Exactly. And it's like, it doesn't matter. Just get on it and
Uh-huh.
start riding the wave.
Uh-huh.
Because here
Uh-huh.
it is. Listen to this, John.
Yes.
We have created spaces, communities around this decentralization thought and thinking for freedom. We're
Yes.
all looking for that freedom, and we are all of one mind and one accord. And when our brothers and sisters are going to war for other people, that is when the breakdown happens.
Yep.
That is when, you know what? I don't care. My brother comes from Russia.
Yep. Yep.
I am going to stand up
Yep.
for him. And how can I do that? How can I resist this elitism that has been controlling us? We do it through decentralization. Even the religions that are out there today have us infighting and influxing. But if you are part of the decentralization moment, it
Yes.
does not matter what you are. It does not matter what race you are. It does not matter what religion you are. It does not matter. Nothing matters, because
Exactly.
we are all under the covering of Ryoshi. We are all no one, or we can even
Yes.
take out that word no, and we can say that we
One.
are all one together,
Yes.
that we
Yes.
can rise up against all governments, not
Yes.
just one, all of us, because that's what decentralization gives us. It takes away the self-righteousness of all this stuff and puts us in this righteous type of mentality to be able to say, you know what, it's okay if I'm human. It's okay if I, like this or like to do that. It's
Yes.
okay for these things to happen, because I am who I am. I am I keep saying, my father's daughter. With that being said, we are capable of overcoming.
Yes.
Decentralization is the answer.
Yes.
And
Correct.
through cryptocurrency, this gift to mankind, it is a gift to mankind. I don't know the man's name. I don't know the individuals that are behind it, but it is the gift to mankind to set us free from any other governmental control. We are
You
free to
said
be
it.
one under the creator who created us.
That's right. Individual and decentralized.
Completely. And now that I know that, now that I see that vision, I can speak clearly on it and know how to get there.
Said it.
Because I can join with my brothers in China and my sisters in Japan. I can join with my brothers in Russia and my sisters in Germany. I can join with my brothers in Africa and my sisters in Israel. I can
Yes.
join with my families all around this world in these communities and say, we are standing behind you, we are supporting you, and
Yes.
no one can stop us.
Yes.
Well
Barbie,
said.
you said it. Ain't that the truth, Trey? It took me a while to see it, but it's true.
It's absolutely true.
We've had tunnel vision because as a United States citizen, we've always felt that we've been free. We tout about our freedom and our liberties and that we have these constitutional rights, but even those have been so maligned, and we cannot even move forward anymore in that.
Not in that. No, exactly. Not in that
Not
field,
in that centralization
model.
mode. Correct. And here we have, like I said, decentralization is the answer. It is a huge part of the answer, that we can come together across the nation to support one another, to rise up against this evil tyranny and stand strong together. Honestly, that is
Yep.
it. That
That's
is
it. That's it. Stand
Nope.
strong together. Fuck that currency. They can only control us if we use their currency. Now we can use it till it's dried up. Don't get me wrong. They got a liquidity crisis on their hands, in my opinion.
Yep.
But they'll just put more money, and that's the problem. That's the problem in Venezuela. That's why it's cheaper to, you can make crafts out of the money over there because it's worthless. Same in Africa. Same in a lot of places. That government currency. Some of it's black money. India, black money was a real problem, which I guess is just counterfeit money. Tons of it. They used to weaponize that in Germany. They dropped a bunch of money, inflating all the real currency. That's a weapon. That's a weapon, Barbie, that they're using against us. Why?
And what are we doing? But we're going to be able to do it now ourselves.
Oh, except the other way around, the opposite way, where we actually burn it and get rid of supply versus
correct.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love how you put it.
And also,
Go ahead.
it's a blockchain, and it transcends. So if I want to, send money to someone in, where Saudi Arabia, I could.
Yes.
If I want to send money to someone in the Philippines, I could.
Irregardless of where they are, right?
Exactly. That's the point. That's the connector. And these communities that we have around all these different decentralized coins is the answer to the connection, to understanding the love that we have for one another, the support. And that's the key, the support. I mean, I remember when we were doing the Canadian truckers and we were sending support to them, and everything was halted.
Centralized, huh?
Right. But if it was decentralization, then not only could Canada rise up, but the people in United States can rise up, the people in Mexico can rise up, the people in Brazil can rise up. We can all stand up. France can rise up, Germany can rise up, Ireland can rise up, England can rise up. Everyone can rise up together. It doesn't just have to be one country against its regime.
That's correct. Very, very, no borders over here. No borders over here in Shiba land, huh? No false, fake lines drawn by somebody that never been there.
True. Exactly.
I like
exactly.
it. That's very important, Another thing is, virtual land. Okay, great. Now you've got a place, but also there can be land inside of decentralization. There can be free land where people feel free to be themselves and also feel safe. And it doesn't have to be consecutive, right?
And that's the other key, John, is the privacy. The wallets are private. Transaction is honest, but the wallets are private. So who are you going to go after if you don't know who the wallets belong to?
100%. 100%. It's nobody's business, I don't believe.
No fear of government coming in to control you and take you away.
And if they do, they've got a whole army to fuck with.
Well, that's a whole nother issue, correct?
Good, good. I love it. It's a beautiful thing, and it's okay that it's taken this long because, like you said, the first thing was blockchain. Second thing was deflation. Me and Trey learned about that with FEG. You know, that was a Shiba fork of Shiba token that was deflating, hyper deflating, and rewarding at the same time through attacks, right? And then we cut our teeth on deflation there. And what was the third one, Barbie? What's this brand new one? This big thing that we're pushing right now, that Satoshi's pushing, doing the most hardest lesson ever taught in what? DeFi, right?
Decentralization, right?
Decentralization. And maybe that's why it's so important to people like him, because he knows, you know, what it means. When a lot of people don't. You know why we do that show, Mad DeFi, Barbie? Because I didn't know what it meant. Yeah.
And I loved when you taught it to me. I mean, you said it over and over and over again. And I listened, I understood it in my subconscious, but it took a minute for me to get it in my consciousness.
And now you're putting pieces together like a puzzle, because the way you
now it's like
exactly
like you put on a light bulb and there it is. Boom. Oh, okay.
I love it.
Hello. Good morning.
You're a real leader in this space, and everyone is. That's the big difference over here. Everyone can and should be a leader in their own right, whatever they're good at, right? Active participation.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever it is, and that's so great. It's so great because I think so many people have been kind of hoodwinked to doing things that just are doing them to make money, just to survive.
Yeah.
And it's not fair, because there's probably so many giftings within those individuals that we would never see the light of day of, because they are just working hard, busy providing for their family, hardly able to take a minute for themselves and appreciate.
Yeah, you're right. Yep. That's kind of what has me optimistic about the space. I see some really good things with this new L2. Number one, in the gas, okay, completely eliminating it in some cases and making it super cheap in others. That's a big thing. If you want to involve everyone, if you want to have adoption, you cannot have, $10, $12, $2,000 gas. I've seen it up as high as $11,000 on Ethereum before. Trey, you remember that night we were doing them NFTs, those metaverse ones?
Yeah.
It went from $3 to $11. It went to $3 from $3 to $3,000 in less than a minute. And that was a big problem, because it stunts the growth. And Vitalik knows it, and he's been doing the right thing, working with unification, working with Shibarium. Shout out to all those pioneers out there. Satoshi, shout out to you, buddy.
What about that guy, CZ? Right? He's got to have some type of credit due.
He does. You know what I heard him say, and this is it's really a neat quote. He said, "I would have never made Binance if I would have bought Ethereum early."
Yeah, I remember him. I had remember reading that.
Another good quote from him is, "You cannot be rich if you cannot hodl. If you can't hold, you cannot be rich." And he's talking to what you were talking about a minute ago, which is the people that are, let's just say, they're trading every day to feed their family, right?
Yeah.
Those people usually aren't holding. Now, nothing against traders. Do what you got to do. That's a market. Keeps the market going. But you gotta hold sometimes. Trey, what do? You buy what you like for a reason, right?
Yep.
Whatever it may be.
The reason, whatever you vibe to, whatever your energy connects with, man.
Perfect, Trey. That's so true. Say it again. I love that. I want to hear it.
Yeah, you gotta get in where you fit in.
That's right.
Wherever your energy takes you to.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? It comes down to the community.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Also, the other thing that is very important is it doesn't have to be a lot. It could be $10.
100%, Barbie.
It could be $20 on a week basis if you wanted to. Doesn't
Mhm.
even have to be that much. Say if you haven't had anything for a month and all of a sudden you got $5. In decentralization, every bit counts and
Yes,
every bit will moon.
yes. I saw where $1.95 a Shiba went to. What was it? What was that chart go up to? Y'all seen that chart? It was it 5 million or 5 billion, something crazy, but it was $1.95. So she's not wrong at all. And it was $1.95, y'all, for 7 months before it went up to $5 million.
And in Treat, I think that's what Profit Top X is about. Teaching and creating, not even teaching, but really creating. His AI can create for you your own crypto, right? To be able to utilize as you wish.
If that's the case, I really like that, because I know builders that are out here building them, and I recommend that they check it with that, because I know it'll check the code and stuff, make sure it's all looking good and safe and proper. But if I'm sure it does build, Barbie, and that is really, really a good outlook, because I know Profit, and he really likes to take care of who? The people that buy tokens, no matter what token it is. He likes to keep people safe. So if
Yeah, it
thing,
seems like it. Yeah, he seems like he's a man for the people.
Yes, ma'am. Yep. Always giving stuff away, always giving good advice. And he doesn't like influencers that are out here to shill a token. Maybe they've gotten token for payment, and then they sell on the community. They're not about that life. And so if they're building tokens over there, guaranteed he's not building it for that type of thing.
You know what I learned today? I also learned that Elon doesn't like to have cash tags on his stuff. Don't put cash tag on the names of your memes. I didn't realize it. I just thought I did it for just the symbolism for the people to understand this is crypto, and but I love not to put that cash tag on it, because it just makes my haikus so much better.
Yeah.
So
But
I was really
really
glad to hear that, because it actually freed me a little bit today and yesterday.
I didn't know that was even a word, cash tag, until you told me, and I was like, oh, dope. And but Barbie, like you said, it does help people kind of pick out the asset on the page. Like, I know a haiku that you had the $O in, and then I could definitely tell for me, a guy that's looking for that symbol, let's just say. But
yeah.
So it's helpful, but yeah, I wonder why Elon doesn't like it.
I don't know. I just I've been doing the snail stuff, so I picked
Oh
that up a little
yeah,
bit.
tell us more about that snail. Or actually, let's wait for another episode. This one's been too good. Y'all come back and see us. We'll be right here. We love y'all. Tell them what's up, y'all, gang.
What's up?
Come back. Yeah. Come on back and see us. Whoosh.